Okay, looks like we're getting ready for some action. The Hoosier Cup action in South Bend, Indiana. I'm going to try and live stream all 4 games. Maybe 5 games, who knows? But for now, we'll just do 1 game at a time. Providence versus St. Joe. I have some inside knowledge that St. Joe's record is 7-1 this year in tournament or conference play, right? Interleague play, whatever. That's a pretty good record. They don't look like a huge team, but there's a couple of big boys out there. We'll see. Jones on the camera. I'll announce until I decide not to, for whatever reason. If I get so angry. And there's no netting here, so number 1, watch out for flying pucks to my wife. And myself. I don't want to get hit right in the choppers. So we're on the small sheet of ice here at the Compton Ice Center. I was hoping we'd be playing on the big sheet, the Notre Dame sheet, but this is their practice sheet here. We play on the big rink tomorrow morning, or I think tomorrow at 11 a.m. So late morning. Tonight we're at the Ice Box, which is another local rink here. Drove in this morning. Way too much information for you guys, I'm sure. Minute 22 left before the game starts, so we got a little warm up. Ice looks nice and smooth, crisp. Boys look sharp in their Kelly green. Maybe a blind spot or 2 in here, but I think we'll be okay. For live streaming purposes. The St. Joseph Huskies, maybe? Looks like they got a dog on the front of their sweater. And it looks like a husky, right? What do you think, Joan? Is that a husky? On the front of their sweaters? Or a wolf? Could be a wolf. Yeah. Husky. It's a husky. Siberian? Or Alaskan? Or Indianan? Indianan husky? A lot of huskies in this area, yeah. South Bend. Beautiful South Bend this time of year. Leaves have all fallen off the trees. Yeah, piles of dead leaves around. 15-minute periods, it looks like. For tournament play, you know, things are always a little different. As opposed to our 17-minute periods. Looks like we're going to forego the national anthem. So if you're at home, sing it to yourself. Looks like now we got the Coveney ladies in the house. They just arrived. Well, I see Mrs. Karkoska down there. Mrs. Shack, Mrs. Ryan Shack over there. Sorry, Mrs. Ken Shack. Ryan's son. Ken is her husband. All right, well, here we go. Getting ready to go. Don't make it weird, my wife says. I won't. All right. So we got the starting lineup, starting 5 out there for the Celtics. Brandow, Kovney, Stir, Johnny Cardwell, and Ryan Shack. Face-off won by the Celtics. Handed over to the Huskies. Coming out hot. Fast-paced action in South Bend. Kovney with a cross ice to Johnny Cardwell. Intercepted by, ooh, big hit there by Shack right in front of us. Love the sound of that. Huskies have it. Looks like Susaki in goal for the Celtics. Johnny Cardwell looking to break out. Intercepted again by the Huskies. Center ice battling for it. Finally, the puck makes its way over into Husky territory. Ayala to Flood. Flood to J-Mo. J-Mo gets it forward, and that's going to be an no ice. He did gain that red line. Ooh, a little puck flutters across the Husky goaltender. O'Sullivan able to keep it in with a nice backhand. Here come the Huskies. Boys playing physical. Ayala giving a little elbow shiv. Going to be a shot and a nice save there by Susaki. Oh, another nice save by Susaki. Point blank shot from the slot. Number 26, Frick for the Huskies. Found himself all alone there. Grabbed a rebound and took a shot. And wow, they are peppering our goaltender here. Fluttering pass now, fluttering little knuckleball shot, knuckle puck. J-Mo trying to clear it, and he does. That's going to be an ice, but it's going to allow a change for the Celtics. Just checking there to make sure Grayson was in net, and he is. I always get those two confused, and I used to be able to tell them apart. Susaki with another great save. Shots on goal is 3-0. Ooh, almost 4 there by the Huskies. So lots of fresh ice in the Husky territory. Gagliardi looking to back it around over to Mercer. Mercer behind the net looking for an outlet. Karkoska ducks. But he's got it back. Rogers has it now. Nice little back and forth passing session between those two. Gagliardi able to keep it as he's backpedaling. Karkoska, nice job there, keeping it from getting across center ice. Stir has it. Stir dumps it. The Huskies once again have it in Celtic territory. Ooh, nice little move there by Jacob Carson. Uh-oh, got it taken away. Out to the blue line. Hicks for the Huskies. Intercepted by Shack. Shack wraps it around the Dashers. Carson's going to have something to do with it. Turned it over. Out. Hit out by Karkoska. That allows the Celtics a change. 10:53 left in the first. Zielinski for the Huskies gets wrapped up with Piano. Ayala passes it out. That's not going to be an ice. That's going to be right on net. So maybe an official shot on goal by Ayala from the entire length of the ice. So the faceoff's going to be in St. Joe territory. And Mitch Piano is going to take it. Piano kicks it. Ooh, almost back out to last. Ayala's chasing that thing down. Kovney. Piano. Kind of a messy situation there in front of the benches. Ice starting to pile up. Little snow piles. Gagliardi and Reynolds on the blue line for the Celtics. Kovney. Rodriguez and Brandow. Brandow calling for it now in the slot. Bouncing puck over his stick. Puck able to stay in the zone. Gagliardi able to get it back there behind the goaltender. Here comes Samanis now off the bench. Ooh, Reynolds with a shot. Looks like it just missed. And here comes Cardwell. A nice pass there by Rogers. Cardwell with a real shot on goal. Turned away by their goaltender. That was the first official shot, I'm calling it. Here comes Samanis. Now the boys look like they're playing with a little pep. Samanis has it on his stick, and a shot just turned away. Great save there by the goaltender, because that was a nice shot, point blank. Cardwell, another nice shot. Puck hits the net, but it's on the wrong side, the back of the net. But the Celtics giving it to him now. Stir with a nice shot from the blue line, making his goalie work for it. Keeping him honest now. Here comes Floody. Hits the brakes. Intercepted. Jamison with a little beautiful pass. Wow. Couple of fantastic scoring chances there by the Celtics. Stir to Shaq cross ice. Shaq gains the zone. Mercer in the action now with Karkoska. Puck's been down there quite a bit. I like that, making him work for it. Mercer, Ayala. Karkoska. Lass, another shot. O'Sullivan out there. Susaki able to make that save for a stoppage of play and a whistle. So the last few minutes have been won by the Celtics with nothing to show for it, though. High energy play. Hoping for a little puck luck there, offsides. So that puck's going to be on the dot outside over the blue line. Kane, Collins, and a couple other Huskies. Husky in their light blue, red, and white visiting sweaters, and their racing stripe down the middle of their helmet, red, for faster speed. Here comes Mercer now. Face off won by Karkoska. Gagliardi gets it on his stick over to Reynolds. Up to Rogers. Rogers over to Mercer, just in front of him. Fluttering puck behind the Husky goaltender. Reynolds is going to have a shot. Ooh. Takes a stick out of someone's hand. And Jacob Carson with a beautiful shot. Sucked up by the goaltender. Carson came from outside, rushed the zone, and put a nice shot on the goaltender. Shot by Carson wide of the net. We got Shack and Stir now. Intercepted. Shack wraps around to a spot. I can't see him down there. But I got A-Rod with him. A-Rod guarding. Keeping himself between Susaki and the puck. Sir doing the same. Couple of guys fighting now. Still tied up. A-Rod comes out with it. Wraps around the dasher. Carson's going to have it. Can't get it out. Big hit. And there's a call. So the first penalty of the game is going to be on Stir and the Celtics. Big hit cross ice. So Sturzy's going to visit the box. Let's get a shot of the box for Sturzy. The box is on our side. So the Celtics got to kill. Are they 2-minute penalties? They are 2-minute penalties. Just hoping for a buck and a half. Floody able to clear it. I don't know about that. You shorten the periods and you keep the penalties the same. I don't buy it. Something's not right. Check the rule book. Rogers on his horse. Another Ayala stick. Ayala, 2 sticks down from last week. He's got a 3rd stick center ice. Mama Ayala not liking that next to me. Rogers able to clear it. Oh! There you go. Nice job by the Celtics. $1.07 left in the penalty kill, the PK for the Celtics. We got a lot of 2s out there. Piano, Reynolds, Gagliardi, 14, Mercer. So there are some 4s and some 1s. No 6s or 7s. Just under a minute left. Here come the Huskies. Reynolds. Piano. Mercer. Nice job there getting out of the zone. And Reynolds, again, beauty, slaps that thing down and gets himself off the ice for a change. Here comes Lass, Brandow, Shack, and Piano's still out there. That one thought was going out of play, but it didn't. Piano's going to get off the ice now. 22 seconds left in the penalty. Kovney out there working his man. Whoa! Sliding puck there in front of Susaki. 12 seconds left. Kovney keeping an eye on his man in the slot. 5 seconds. Ooh, just wide of the net. That's going to do it. And full 5-on-5. Stir out of the box. Susaki forced to make a save. Here comes Stir, fresh out of a nice 2-minute rest. Dumps it, and then he looks to the bench to get off. An interception there. Brandow takes it out of the air, sets it on a tee, and takes a shot. Ayala over to Gagliardi. Gagliardi lost the puck in his skates. Cardwell's open. Cardwell over to Kovney. Coveney gains the red line, dumps it. For a change, fast and furious hockey now. Quick changes I've noticed out of the Celtics. I like it. But, I mean, me just noticing it now doesn't mean anything particular. Offsides. Simonis a little pushing and shoving, extracurricular with number 4. Simonis able to maintain his composure. I would like to see that. Face off. Floody. Won by the Huskies. Reynolds has got it. Out to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan tries to make something happen. Simonis. Reynolds has it, a little bit of room. Got a couple of guys on his wing. .234 left in the first period. Score nothing. Face off in front of Susaki. Both goalies making some great saves. Rogers pass intercepted by Beatty. Ayala's got it now with that brand new stick of his. Center ice, over to Rogers, over the red line. Rogers with a nice move. Just got that puck out in front of him and he couldn't skate it down. Glass backpedaling now. That puck is now behind Susaki. Here comes Lass. Backhands it to Mercer. Mercer. Huskies are going to have a chance. And a tripping call by Lass, I believe, is going to get caught for tripping. I don't necessarily... I'm sorry, Karkoska. Or Ryan. Jack. Ryan was just opening the door for him. I don't hate that penalty because the Husky had it right in front of Grayson, was stick handling and about ready to deke him out and put one in the back of the net. So, in my opinion, Karkoska tripped him and it was a good penalty. Now, if we could kill the penalty, it would be even better. Sometimes you just got to take a penalty and avoid them scoring a goal, which I think that was a good situation for that. Mercer's got it now with a shorty. Mercer just wide of the net. Here comes Piano with a chance. So the Celtics. Now we got a penalty on the Huskies to even things up. Wow, Piano made that happen. I'd say a little bit of high-intensity play by Mercer and Piano combined to get this thing back to even. So we got 4-on-4 hockey. Nice effort there. Now the Celtics, instead of hanging back and just playing zone defense, went man-to-man. Great save there by Susaki. Gagliardi pass intercepted. Wow. Great save by Susaki. Glove save. Beautiful. All right, so now I got to face off in front of Susaki. Not the greatest shift by the Celtics there. 22 hits it into a shin, and a breakaway ensues, as they always do from those plays. Luckily, you got A1 goaltender back there to make those stops. O'Sullivan with a shot on net, and a great save, another great save. O'Sullivan had a great shot. I don't know that the goaltender even saw it, but he ended up catching it. Ugh. Just looking for some Celtic green puck luck. So a fresh 4 out there. Kovney, Lass, Brandau, and Ayala. Huskies still got 4-on-4 action for another 52 seconds. And then we're going to be on the power play for 21 seconds. Here comes Kovney. Just got it out in front of him. One stride too much, though, I'd say. Shaq off the bench. Ayala and Shaq on the blue line. Shaq with it. Up and not out of play. I thought that hit the net, but it did not. There is no net over there. Oh, yeah, there is. My bad. Here come the Huskies. So we're going to start. Nope. Huskies now, forced to avoid a stick in the center of the ice. Number 7. That's probably going to do it here for the first period. I'd say a little extracurricular, a slash by the Huskies, number 13. Using his stick as a weapon is what I saw. But, you know, maybe I saw it through Celtic blinders. All right, well, 0-0 score going into the second period. We're going to take a brief intermission out here in South Bend on the Notre Dame practice ice. Now it's early, so I'm a little groggy. I don't know that I have my sea legs under me yet for full commentation purposes. Looks like Coach Ichancio over there running down the plays with his boys. And there's the whistle by the refs. I don't know if there's an ice cut either between second and third. There might be. I would think at this level there's always an ice cut. But again, I've been wrong before. All right, getting ready for second period action here in South Bend, Indiana at Notre Dame University, home of the Fighting Irish. Johnny Cardwell to take the face-off for the Celtics. Wins the face-off. Back to Brandau. Brandau looking for his man, Jamo. Finds him. Jamo back to Shaq. Brandau lost the puck there for a second. Now the Celtics are on the power play for another 13 seconds. Cardwell avoiding the offsides there. He's got Kovney. Oh, another great save. No refs in the area over there. Might want to skate in a little quicker, ref. Jamison does a nice job there of hands up. I didn't do it. Reynolds on his horse. And the puck. Here comes O'Sullivan. He's got a chance. If he could gain that outside, loses his balance. Gets knocked off the puck by number 30 for the Huskies. Floody does a nice job. Uh-oh. O'Sullivan doesn't watch it. Ooh, a nice save there by Grayson. Puck thrown out of the crease there by 22. And here comes O'Sullivan all alone. Well, not all alone. He's got a Husky in front of him. What am I talking about? All alone meaning he was the only Celtic in the area. That's what I meant. Jew, 88 for the Huskies. Gagliardi back to Ayala. Ayala up to Carson. Carson now trying to get in his zone. He does. Nice little move. It's him and O'Sullivan. Carson tries to go low blocker side. Uh-oh. Ayala. It's a foot race. Ayala's going to win that 9 times out of 10. Ooh, here we go. Karkoska's going to have a chance. He's got Rogers on his wing. Rogers to Karkoska. Karkoska just lost the puck. Couldn't find it on his skate. Rogers got Mercer. Mercer with a shot. Glove save. Number 50. Nice shot. A good save. Mercer with a nice opportunity there. Making things happen in the slot. Number 14. Karkoska wins the faceoff, gets it back to Rogers. Stir comes in out of nowhere, one foots that thing and puts it on goal. Great shot there by number 9, Stir. Stir's going to have it again. Looks over to Shaq. Shaq's got the angle. Mercer tried to deflect it. Up and out of play, thank goodness, because that's like a weird carom off of that dasher. That took a Husky bounce. We don't like Husky bounces. Unless they bounce in the back of their own net. Well, then that would be considered a Celtic bounce, right? Yeah, I think so. Here comes Piano. Piano working it. Gagliardi drags it and shoots it. Nice little wraparound. Jacob trying to get the deflection in there. A-Rod. Carson. Reynolds with a slapper. Turned away. Reynolds gets tied up with his man. No call. Because there was no penalty. The Huskies were pleading for one. Piano, always a nuisance, and he's continuing to be one for the Huskies. Gagliardi now on his man. You got Reynolds. Tried to get it out. Couldn't make it happen. Now Gagliardi's got it. That's off. Just what we needed. Net came loose there on Grayson. Not sure how that happened. Whistle, the net came off. Net came off at stanchions. Man, James O'Sullivan told me what those things were called the other day, and I can't remember for the life of me. Mooring, stanchion, pegs. Brandow again with some fancy hand-eye coordination. Grabs it out of the air, sets it down in front of him, and tees it up. Brandow to take the face off. He's got Cardwell and Coveney on his wing. Last throws a shot out there, deflected by a Husky skate. Ayala trying to keep it in. Brandow, Coveney, Cardwell, Ayala, Brandow with it. Coveney coming in here to help him out. Cardwell and Brandow collide behind the net. Stir. Intercepted by Cardwell. Oh, cross-ice pass by the Huskies. Intercepted by Cardwell. Cardwell. Not offsides. Bloody with a shot off of the goaltender's face. Off of the goaltender's face. In your face. Didn't even see it until the last second. I don't know if it was a shot on goal. It looked like it was above the crossbar to me. But luckily they're not keeping track of shots on goal, so it doesn't matter. But the goaltender for the Huskies using his head on that one. I'd like to say hello to all 19 people viewing at home in the great state of Illinois, probably. O'Sullivan with some fancy footwork. Ooh. Sir. Knuckle puck. Mighty Duck style. Goldberg knuckle puck. Huskies on the move. Uh-oh. Stir lost an edge. But he got right back up, as he always does. O'Sullivan's going to have a chance. Over to Simonis with a nice little between the legs toe drag. O'Sullivan puts a nice little hit on 7. Here come the Huskies, cross ice, out of the zone. Reynolds just missed the poke check. Able to recover nicely, though. Here comes O'Sullivan. He's got it on his stick again, looking for Jamo. Jamo unable to keep it, but he does recover nicely and get it into the Husky zone. Ooh! Here come the Huskies again. Kane, number 45, poked away by Reynolds. Now Mercer, Rogers to Mercer. Mercer's got it. Dumps it to Rogers. Hit there by Gagliardi, center ice. Takes his man off the puck. Ayala finds Karkoska. Now the Celtics have it behind the Husky goaltender. Rogers battling for it. Centering to Karkoska. Kick save. Husky goaltender. Forced to make an off-balance kick save. In the name of all that's holy, why couldn't that slide by him? Well, number 50's on it today. I would say number 50 and number 30. Both goaltenders for both clubs are playing very well. I don't see a whole lot of sloppy play other than those couple of penalties. Teams are relatively evenly matched. Relatively evenly? Yeah, sure. That works. It has to. Uh-oh. Could have been a massive mistake there, but an offsides is going to be called on the Huskies. Ayala tried to get it across ice to his man, and it just went under his new stick. Didn't get a lot on it, but no harm, no foul. Here comes Jacob Carson now with the breakout. Pass up to A-Rod. A-Rod looking for Carson. Shaq was back because there was a cherry picker out there for the Huskies. Here comes A-Rod looking for Carson. Cross ice. Intercepted. Stir lost his stick. No penalty. The parents wanted a penalty. You got A-Rod. Oh. If that pass would have connected, A-Rod was all alone in Husky territory. So a fresh 5 for the Celtics and the Huskies, it looks like. 6:15 left in the second period. Providence Celtics 0, St. Joe Huskies 0. Quick face-off win and a shot turned away. Brandow back with it now. Brandow looking for his man to help him out. Uh-oh, taken away by the Huskies. Reynolds battling for it. Reynolds not going to give anything up that easy. Reynolds with it, breaks out. Looking for Coveney, finds it. Coveney's got it center ice. And offsides, Johnny Cardwell was just a step in front of Coveney. To kill the momentum. Oh, face off by the Huskies. Scoots between the defensemen of the Celtics. Over to Reynolds, Gagliardi. Back to Brandow, center ice now. Brandow gains the red line, dumps the puck, and now the boys are on chase. Reynolds going to keep that in play. Brandow gets tripped up. Maybe he lost his skates from under him. Reynolds with a shot and another save by the goaltender. Both goaltenders not giving up an inch today. 5:14 left in the second. Sorry. Lost a few viewers. I must have said something wrong. Huskies now on the run. Nice play there by Jamo. Ayala backpedaling, able to break that play up. That's a backhand by Jamo that's going to be called for icing. So we're going to bring it down to the Celtic end of the ice and do it again. Awfully cold in this rink, right? Freezing in this rink. I was going to wear shorts today because yesterday was so nice in Chicago. I said, you know what? I want to take advantage of this. I may just wear shorts and a t-shirt. Thank goodness I didn't. I'm in a winter jacket, a hoodie, bundled up, and I can use some hot hands because it's like an ice rink in here. Ooh, nice play there by Sturr, broke it up. Sturr now. I believe Sturr has a sick dog at home, is what I'm hearing. Hopefully the family pet is okay. Sturr upends his man, and he's going to get called again. No, I disagree with that. That was for the family pet right there. Says it was a knee. Well, all right, so Sturr's going to think about it for a couple of minutes. And now it looks like a timeout by, oh no. I don't know what the coach had something to say over there. Are they discussing a 2-10 situation? Nobody likes that. Sturr takes his helmet off, unhappy in the penalty box. 2-10 looks like to be the call here. Soft call. So Karkoska is going to join him and serve as 2. That's too bad because Stur has been on it in this game. And we hate to lose them for that amount of time. 12 minutes. Long run. Mercer trying to get it out of the zone. Intercepted by Ruse, number 13 for the Huskies. Well, let's see what the Celtics could do here. $1:45 left in the Stur penalty. Mercer again. Big collision, center ice. Piano in 88. Out of the frame. You guys didn't see it, but it was there. 88 got up for the Huskies, shaking his head. That one, did not go up and out of play. 40 seconds gone by in the penalty here. Nice defensive move there good effort by Mercer, Gagliardi, Piano, and Reynolds to get that puck down the ice and keep it out of the back of their net. Grayson did a little bit of work there too. I'm not going to discredit the goaltender, of course. Gagliardi still working it. Out to the blue line now for the Huskies. 40 seconds left in the penalty. Gagliardi tries to get it around the dasher. Intercepted by 75. Oh, that might do it. They did a nice job of helping the Celtics out. The Huskies got to regroup. 27 seconds left. Oh, Floody couldn't get it out of the zone. But he does now. 12 seconds left in the penalty. Five seconds. Looks like that penalty kill was successful. Grayson able to make a nice save there at the end of that penalty. $1:55 left in the period. Full 5-on-5 action. Stur, though, is going to sit the remainder of this period out in the majority of the third period. Well, a good portion of the third period. He's got 10 to go, so he'll have about 7 minutes left in play time when he gets out of that penalty box. If there's a quick whistle, but we don't know that yet because I'm not a future teller. Now I'm just talking nonsense, as I often do. Carson with it, little backhand out to Shaq. Shaq flutters it out of the zone. That might be on net. It isn't, and that's why they blew the whistle and they called an icing. So I don't know if there's an ice cut. I'm going to say I don't think there is, if I had to guess. Well, the Zam door is open, but it's been open the whole time, I think. I don't know. Brandow to take the face-off in front of Susaki. $1:13 left in the second. Brandow with a nice move gets it out. Not going to be an ice. Brandow's going to have a chance. Nice little move. Looks for his man. He's got Ayala. Ayala takes a shot. Off to Shinna, number 7. Ayala. Oh! Ayala. Ooh, recovers nicely. Cardwell. Up to Kovney. Kovney. Reynolds to Brandow. Gets pushed off the puck from behind. That's legal, though. Sticks are flying everywhere. 21 seconds left in the second. Reynolds to Cardwell. Cardwell looks to Brandow. Brandow crosses the red line. He's got 2 men with him. Takes a shot wide of the net. 7 seconds in the period. Gagliardi take that shot. Glove save. Would have been over the crossbar anyway, but a nice accurate shot, I'd say, by number 22. 75 had something to say to him, Edmund. So there is going to be a nice cut, and there's going to be a coach's speech in the locker room that they asked me to give earlier, and I declined. I had a riveting speech planned for the boys. It was going to be something along the lines of miracle. Well, I would have saved the miracle speech for like later in the tournament, you know. Great moments are born from great opportunities. You save that for a big one. But you know what? If you don't win the first one, I mean, what does it matter, right? Oh, here comes the gold Zamboni. Gotta like that. If that's not Notre Dame, I don't know what is. The gold Zamboni. It might be solid gold. Or just a fresh coat of spray paint. We'll get a nice shot of that Zamboni as it passes in front of us. Fun fact, Zamboni driver Dale has been driving the Zamboni here for 17 years. See that little radar that pops up on the back of that Zamboni? That keeps it that keeps it on track. Powered by AI, level ice. Chat GTP keeps the ice clean and fresh. I'm going to take a break because I'm tired of talking. Join us for the third period, all 18 viewers, in just about 10 minutes' time. Okay, well, looks like we got a fresh ice cut. Both teams are out of their locker rooms. Getting ready for third period action. No score in this contest. Let's see if we could break down the keys to the third period. I can offer a little insight, maybe. Celtics have been doing a nice job throwing the puck at the net. Just got to sneak one past the goaltender. Playing tough, good physical hockey. Stir, though, now in there. 3 penalties. He's got a 2 and a 10. I don't know what time. I think he's out at about 7. That's right. He's got 10. So Stir's out at 7 minutes. I was just told by Jeff Schlender, father of Johnny Schlender, our manager. So the keys to the third period are Celtics got to continue to do what they're doing, avoid any penalties, especially from Stir. I don't know what you do at that one. I guess it all depends on what the score is when he comes out. Oh, man, a centering pass to Brandow from Cardwell. And Brandow put it on net. Uh-oh. We got Reynolds in a 2-on-1 situation. Susaki, like a Hoover vacuum, sucked that thing up like it was nothing. So Susaki is seeing the puck extremely well. Which, thankfully, so face off in front of him here in the Celtic zone. Floodie's about to get tossed off the dot. Grabbed by Gagliardi, up to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's got it over the blue line, over the red line. Throws it at the goaltender looking for a lucky bounce. Couldn't get one. Maybe got one. J-Mo up and over the goaltender. Puck still loose and the whistles are blown. Now a lot of pushing and shoving. Not sure what happened there. Goaltender lost his stick. Celtics on the rush. Like to see that. Aggression. So again, a face-off by Floody, this time in front of the Husky goaltender. Huskies win it. Looking for the breakout. Intercepted by J-Mo. Turned back into the zone. Nice job there by number 15. J-Mo again on it. Nice job, J-Mo. Great shift. Reynolds off the bench for the Celtics. Shaq. Dangerous right in front of Suzaki. Uh-oh. Backhand. Suzaki had that corner taken away from the Huskies. Beautiful move. Great positioning by number 30. Karkoska over to Reynolds, behind his man. Mercer backhands it to Reynolds. Reynolds looking for the breakout. Looking for Rogers across the ice. Can't get to him. Shaq's got a man on him. Karkoska went in there for the shoulder shiv. Good thing he missed. That was right in front of the ref. Uh-oh. Oh, great play there by Shaq. You take that man's stick right out of the play because he was right in front of Grayson. Grayson had his back to him for a second. That's going to be a penalty on the Huskies. Rogers draws the penalty. Nice job there. So now That's going to bring on a Celtic power play. This is just what the Celtics were looking for. They got to put one in the back of the net. Cardwell wins it. Coveney grabs it. Back to Brandow. Maybe. Yes, I called that. Back to Coveney. Coveney dangles with it for a second. Over to Brandow. Brandow back to Coveney. Wide open. Uh-oh. Coveney had Shaq. Coveney able to intercept that. Coveney looking for the breakout. Cardwell helps him out there. Cardwell over the red line. Cardwell needs the pass. These boys got to use their men. Brandow on his stick. Now the Celtics back in position. Cardwell with a one-timer, just missed. Great opportunity there. Nice shot there by Cardwell from Brandow. Brandow has it now against the dasher. Brandow to Shaq. Shaq's going to take that shot. Saved by the goaltender. Cardwell comes out with it to Brandow. Brandow's going to have Coveney. Shaq. I would say Jamison getting manhandled. And a goal there by Cardwell. So we'll take it. We'll take the no call because that results in a Cardwell goal. I don't know what was happening there. The goaltender was down. Him and Samanis got into it. No call at all. Parents screaming for the call, but thankfully they didn't need to call it because that left a net wide open for Cardwell to bury it. Number 21 senior, Johnny Cardwell. Johnny Cardwell, favorite color, bright pink. Favorite movie, The Breakfast Club. A-Rod's going to have a nice opportunity here if he can gain that outside, and he does. Sucked up by the goaltender. So the Celtics now on the push and on top in the scoring. 1-zip Celtics. See if we could add to this lead. Mitch Piano trying to win that faceoff. Reynolds and Gagliardi guarding that blue line. Piano goes down to one knee for the one-timer, just wide of the net. Piano over to Jacob Carson. Jacob Carson, oh, just wide of Reynolds. Racing with a nice pass over to Jacob Carson. Jacob Carson gains the red line and the blue line. Gagliardi with a nice move. Gets it up if A-Rod could get to it. A-Rod, nice stick there. Center ice, able to break that pass up. Coveney and Brandow now skate into the zone together. Coveney with a shot off of a Husky shin. Cardwell looking for his... Oh, uh-oh. Ayala keeps it in play, gets it over to Brandow. Brandow with a nice little move over to Cardwell. Cardwell looking for Coveney, finds him. Mason with a one-timer from Coveney, just over the crossbar. Look good from this angle. Cardwell with it now. Oh! Not able to keep it in the zone, so the Celtics got to reset, which is fine. Killing time off that clock. Reynolds gonna have a chance. Passes to Coveney, bounces over Coveney's stick, off the skate of another player. Reynolds is going to get to that first, and he does. Oh, right through his legs, though. Mistimed pass. Coveney able to save that. That was a rebound off of Grayson's shin pad. Cardwell battling for it. Line change. Cardwell throws it at the goaltender. Intercepted by 18. Ooh, Floody tried to get to that one. Ooh, Gagliardi with a late hit. No call, thank goodness. Jamison gets it over the blue line. Gagliardi and Lass on the blue line now. Huskies have it. Celtic zone. Jamo does a nice job of breaking that play up and then backhands it. That might be on net. It is not, so it's going to be an icing. Good hustle out there by the boys. 8:02 left in the third. Celtics up by a goal. The official time here is 11:15 in South Bend, Indiana. Mercer has it, drags it out of the crease, takes it up over the red line, gets it back to Karkoska. Karkoska dances with it over to Rogers, can't get to it. He's got Shaq on the blue line. Shaq keeps it in play. He's got Ayala hanging back just in case. Ayala, Shaq backpedaling now into the Celtic zone. Rogers tries to backhand it. Ayala gets it on his stick. Off the glass. Shaq does a nice job of breaking up that play. Rogers has got to get to that first, and he can't get to it. Shaq, nice job. Mercer hustling for that one, but he just can't get to it. A little bit too much pepper on that steak. So we're going to have a face-off here in front of the Celtic goaltender, taken by Mitch Piano. Won by the Huskies and thrown out of play. Thankfully. We'll start it again. Ooh, nice play there by Reynolds. Throws it across the blue line. Uh-oh. Nice filthy move there by 37 of the Huskies. But here come the Huskies. Gagliardi in 13 racing for that puck. Thrown against the wall, the glass. Mitch able to get that to Carson. Just out in front of him. D-man change. 10 and 3 are out there now. Lass and Ayala. And a whistle, I believe, brings Stir out of the box. But again, now we're at that point where what do you do with Stir? One penalty is going to cost him a game, I think. He's already got 3 because he's got a 2 and a 10. That counts for 2. And his first penalty. So if you play him, you got to have a little talk with him and tell him, lay off. And here comes Stir out of the box. So Stir's going to take to the ice. And Stir knows if he wants to keep playing, They got an eye for him. He's got a Hovney with it now. Stick handling in the slot. Taken away by the Huskies. Stur's on it. Stur absorbs a big hit. No retaliation. I like to see that. Again, smart play. 5:49 left in the third. That was going to be, or that was an icing on the Huskies. So we're bringing it back down to the Husky end of the ice. Brandow, Kovney, Cardwell, Shack and Stur. Brandow tied up with his man. Cardwell tries to come out with it. Brandow takes a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Brandow gets it back. Over to Cardwell. Cardwell. Uh-oh. Puck gets past Shack. Stur. Nice job of breaking that play up. That was a 2-on-1 situation in front of Grayson. Kovney comes out with it. Just about 5 minutes left in the third. And that's going to be an ice. So now we got a face-off in front of Grayson. 5 minutes left in the third and the game, well, in regulation right now. Providence up by a goal. Huskies are running out of time. They're feeling the time crunch. Maybe, slightly. Another minute or two goes by and they're still trailing. They're going to feel it even more. Shot. Saved by Grayson. That one, I don't think he saw. It shot out of the area where Reynolds was at. That took 6 seconds off the clock. Floody to take the face-off. Looking for a face-off victory here by Floody. Oh! Grayson. Another great save. That was like a blinding shot from just outside the dot. Reynolds does not get called for that hit, thankfully. Keeps him in the play. O'Sullivan loses a glove. And there's got to be a penalty coming here, and there isn't. But you know who's going to have a chance? Samanis over to Floody. Samanis again finds his. Oh, nice play there by Ayala. I can smell a penalty. Grayson does a nice job coming out of the crease to stop that. A lot of contact and no whistles right now. Who's going to be the one to draw it? That was off his glove. That is not an icing. That was off his glove. So the refs are letting them play. Face off here by Karkoska. As the other team that's going to play the next game gathers round to watch. 3:40 left in the third. Rogers now trying to get this out of their zone desperately. Nice job by Stur. Stur's got to watch himself. He got tied up. 75 walked through the slot there and took a shot. You can't let that happen. Here comes Rogers, puts his back into it. Frick now. Huskies got a little bit of momentum. Celtics look to be on their heels right now. That puck off Shack's stick, about a half inch outside of the post. And Rogers is going to have it all on his own. I was looking for it. He had Mercer on his wing. I think he ran out of gas there at the end. Karkoska gets it now off the glass. 2:40 left in the game. Reynolds, Gagliardi, A-Rod, Piano, and Carson. Carson just over the crossbar. A-Rod's got a couple of D-men open. Oh! Got a great shot there by Piano, turned away. Gagliardi able to get it back into the zone. Nice play. Momentum was going towards Grayson. Jacob Carson now staying on it. Oh, just off of Gagliardi's stick. That's not an ice. That's going to be an ice. So 1:56 left in the third. It looks like a timeout's going to be taken by the Celtics. So all 23 viewers that have tuned in are being given quite the show. Masterful camera work by Joni Gagliardi. Even though I don't know if she likes when I call her Joni. I don't really care right now. There's nothing she can do about it. There will be no post-game interviews. I did one post-game interview this year, and I tell you, I was winded running down there with the camera. There's really no need for that anymore. And I would surely trip over these. I mean, there's not that there's going to be a hero shot here or anything, but I'm just telling you, there will be no post-game interviews. Win or lose. But the Celtics would like to start off this tournament with a victory. I know that. And here come the boys out with, like I said, $1:56 left in the game, or regulation. Faceoff's going to be in the Celtic zone. Cardwell to take it. Got to clear it by Ana Ayala. That's what she says. And the Celtics do not win that face-off. Almost got scored on there. I feel like we're playing with house money on that one. Cardwell swipes at it. Gets it down to the Husky end of the ice. Continues to fight for it. Takes it away from his man. $1:34 left in the game. Or regulation. Lass slaps at it. Lass running for a change. Cardwell backhands it. Kovney's got it. Brandow. Kovney with a shot. Just over the crossbar. Shaq gets by him. A nice kick save there by Sturr. Cardwell. 50 seconds left in the game. Got to look for the goaltender to be pulled here. Unless they could get it down there. Cardwell does make the interception here. Red line. Takes a hit. Cardwell. Bouncing puck over his stick. Kovney comes away with it. Goes for the empty netter. "27 seconds left in regulation. We got an empty net here by the Huskies. So they got an extra attacker. 6 on 5. Celtics win the face-off, kick it around the dasher, get a nice breakout pass, and an empty netter. That's what I see. Not sure who gets the empty netter. Don't really care as long as it's somebody. 27 seconds left. Gagliardi gets it, dumps it out to the blue line. 20 seconds left. O'Sullivan out there. Huskies have it. fighting for it with O'Sullivan. Huskies gain control but lose it. Back behind the net. They're going to have a chance. Taken away, 3 seconds. That might do it, folks. That's it. The Celtics win it. A thriller of a first game to this tournament. 1-0. That's how we like to do it, boys. That was a good game all around. An exciting last 30 seconds. And the Huskies are getting a hand by their fans, and they should be. There was a well-played game. So they'll do the handshake lines. I'm going to sign off here, and we'll be back later this afternoon. I think 4 o'clock puck drop, Joan? 4 o'clock puck drop. Just about 4.5 hours from now. I thought it was at 6.
Today's at 4. I think tomorrow's at 6.
No, today's at 4. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so tune back in for the live feed at 4 o'clock for the Celtics and their next opponent. Battle on towards the Hoosier Cup, where at the end of this, they'll be hoping to hoist the Hoosier Cup over their heads.